You've heard of the emotional support dogs. How about a squirrel?
Squirrels, pigs, and peacocks. Oh my.
I'm not kidding. This woman is wrangling her peacock into the airport.
Airlines are cracking down on non-traditional emotional support animals, and traditional ones too, like dogs. But there's a big difference between emotional support animals, which qualify with just a doctor's note, and service dogs, which are rigorously trained for up to 2 years. And owners of service dogs are protected by the Americans with Disabilities Act, or ADA.
Real service animals are trained to do a job for people with real disabilities. But critics say vague rules make it all too easy to pass almost any pet off as an emotional support animal.
But is the publicity surrounding emotional support animals also causing issues for service dogs? This is Carson and Jack. And while today they're with us, they typically spend their days together, since Jack is Carson's real-life service dog. And that allows him to accompany Carson to public spaces, like restaurants. Some business owners, however, are, let's say, marking their territory.
A woman claims an El Paso restaurant violated the Americans with Disabilities Act.
A Bartow business booted him and his family over his service dog.
Excuse me, sir. Pets aren't allowed in the restaurant.
This is Jack. He's my service dog.
Well, that's great, but if you don't get him out of here, you're not getting any service.
If you saw a man getting booted out of a restaurant,
He needs to be here. He helps with my anxiety.
simply for being with his service dog,
There doesn't look like anything's wrong with you. You're going to have to leave.
what would you do? Our cameras are positioned at the Colonial Diner.
So sorry, sir, but I can't have any pets in the restaurant.
He's a service dog.
Immediately, these diners sense something is up.
It's just unsanitary, and I can't have that.
Do you want me to show you my documentation?
No, sir.
When he tries to curb the manager's worries,
This is very serious. I'm not joking. I need him here for my anxiety. I get overwhelmed in public spaces.
Then maybe you should just go lock yourself in your house.
Oh my God, are you
me
kidding?
anxiety.
Excuse me.
Here she goes, here she goes.
You could say it a little nicer. I feel bad. He has it for a reason.
Yeah,
It's not bothering me. I don't know if it's bothering them. They just walked in. Is it bothering
yeah,
you?
but people are allergic to dogs. I don't know.
She's allergic to dogs.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
But she's not having a problem. It's fine.
as it turns out, she knows a thing or two about mental health.
I'm a therapist.
She's a social worker.
I
She
work with people with
understands.
anxiety. He probably has a problem if he has a service dog.
And now this woman unleashes her own advice.
You need to call the police because it's against the law for her to ask you to leave if you have a service dog.
Do you want us all to walk out?
When our manager calls their bluff,
I need you to leave.
I'm sorry to call this commotion.
they do just that.
Oh, I'm going. No. Forget it. I'm not even.
Oh, you guys don't have to leave.
All right, let's go. Hi, hold on. It's What Would You Do? The TV show.
Oh my God.
Are you dog lovers?
Yes. But people love us too.
You're a therapist.
Yes, I've even written letters on behalf of people who needed emotional support dogs. So if people have problems, you don't know what other people are going through.
We roll again. And this time our manager takes a less aggressive approach.
I'm so sorry, sir. What if he bites someone or barks or scares someone?
Despite her calm demeanor,
I'm going to have to ask you to leave, sir.
this group feels compelled to chime in.
But it doesn't look like anything's the matter with him.
That's not your judgment to make. You have to be trained to be a service dog. It's a process.
Look at the dog. We're good.
You have to go, sir. I'm so sorry.
But not all customers are so willing to throw our anxious actor a bone.
The dog had the jacket of like service dog, so I don't know. You know.
But how do I really know?
You don't.
You know.
And do you think I did the right thing?
You do think I did the right thing?
I think you did. Yeah, I think you did the right thing. There's really not a clear line of what's right or wrong when it comes to that stuff. So.
These diners also understand where our manager is coming from.
Thank you.
Did you feel like she was in her right to tell him to leave?
Yes. I don't know about leave, but at least a different spot.
Sanitary issues.
I feel like it's probably abused. The number of dogs I see on airplanes now, I feel like when you look at the people, they just, I don't know, I just feel like it's abused.
You and your dog have got to go.
This woman gives our manager a crash course on service animals.
You need to do some reading this on what is right and what is wrong about having service dogs with you.
How does a dog help?
What would a dog help? There are service dogs that work with children with diabetes that show that their diabetes sugar is going to go up. You would look at that child and you would think nothing of him because he looks normal.
Wow.
But no one defends the underdog like these last two groups.
Hi, there's no pets allowed in the restaurant.
He's a licensed service dog.
I understand, but I'm not allowed to have dogs here.
She's a service dog. Can't do that.
But I don't want him to hurt anyone.
It is an ADA requirement that if it's a service dog, you can legally tell them to.
Two of us now.
Oh, they're all weighing in.
It doesn't look like anything's the matter with him.
He might have a disability just because you can't see it doesn't mean he doesn't have it.
Sir, why do you need him?
You're not allowed to ask. It's very inappropriate that you're even questioning him. He deserves to eat in peace.
Are you the manager?
Yes, I am.
Okay, well, you need to educate yourself.
It's a dirty dog.
When our manager ignores their concerns,
You're going to have to leave, you and your dog.
Well, then we're leaving. If he has to leave, we're leaving too.
This is illegal.
time to dismiss this case.
Hi there, how are you?
Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh my God!
What were you going to do?
Invite him to join us for breakfast someplace else.
When both of you just chimed in, it was like, oh my God, that people stood up for my rights. Thank you. Thank you.
Good job today, buddy. Good job. Hi, guys. John Quinones here. Thanks so much for checking out our YouTube channel. There's so much more to see. So click on this red button down here, the one that says subscribe, and you won't miss another What Would You Do moment. Enjoy.